we need to be getting back in this country and in Minnesota to what's real. There's been a lot of wasted energy and resources and time and debate on things that I think have been either misprioritized or maybe not as authentic as we would have liked. As you think back, for example, the seeds that were sown that led us to the financial crisis and some of the behavior of individuals and institutions engaging in unreal, really unwise behavior. And so there's some things that we know to be true, and one is we're all getting older. We know as you look at the demographics of our country that in relative terms the demographics are going to continue to shift to a more aged population that has significant and profound implications for a whole array of issues, ranging from what do you do with school systems that used to have 1 million students in our K-12 system but are going down to 700,000, that the number of people post-recession that will be in our higher education institutions in the traditional classrooms will be smaller in number, and yet those services and programs and policies that relate to an aging population will be mushroomed. And of course that relates to long-term care, and it relates to health care, and it relates to recreation, and it relates to community-based services and in-home services and so many others. So a lot of change will be in the air, as it always is. Some of that change will be technological, some of it will be demographic, some of it will be cultural, some of it will be political, some of it will be financial. There will be really smart and good people with good hearts and good minds trying to foresee what's coming and try to chart a better course. And this will all be occurring at a time of probably more constrained resources. If you look at the financial projections for the country as it relates to governments, as it relates to families and communities at all levels, we're probably going to be growing economically, not as robustly as certainly I would like or others might like, and so there's going to be even a more feverish competition, if you will, for a more limited pool of resources. So doing those things that are most important, doing those things that in a way that is best, most efficient, most impactful, most prioritized, is really going to be important. And there's a tremendous opportunity for our national leaders to take a step in that regard through the reauthorization of the Older Americans Act, which is going to be coming up soon. I know the genesis for this meeting is to try to get informed, seasoned people who are connected to these issues, who have experience with these issues, to share their insights in this room, and then harvest the best of that thinking in a way that will show up hopefully in a form of recommendations or consensus, or at least significant support for ways to improve the Older Americans Act with these realities in mind, these limitations in mind, and these opportunities in mind.